So good afternoon all. On this second unit we are going to see about the intents and the types of intents and how can we launch the activities using intents. So Android intents, where the intents are the messaging objects which are used to send an action from another app component such as activity, a service or a broadcast receiver. So what are the uses of intents? The uses of intents are the intents which are used to start an activity. It is also used to start a service, and it is also used to send a broadcast messages, and it is also used to share some data between the components, Android app development components. So while you start an activity, you have to call the function called start activity. When we want to call a service, you have to call start service. If it is of broadcast message, you have to call start broadcast method. So these are the types of intents, implicit intents and explicit intents, where the explicit intents are the intents which are used to passing the messaging object between two activities of the same application, whereas the implicit intents are passing the data between one component to the another one, that is passing the data between two different applications, Android applications. In this class we are going to see about the Android explicit intent with example. So in this example we are going to create an application to add two numbers and perform addition of two numbers and showing the result on the next result activity. So for that we are going to create an XML file with text view and edit text to receive the first number, and an text view to receive the second number, and you have a button to perform the add and calling the next result XML file. In your result XML file you have the text view to display your result. So in your Java activity file you are using the respective packages to be imported. Then you are calling the onCreate method to create your application, and you are loading your layout using setContentView, and you have the edit text object for first number and the second number, and you have the button object. When you click the button you get the first number and the second number which is being converted in from text to string, then string to integer. By passing the string object it is being converted into two integer numbers, number 1 and number 2. Then we perform the addition of two numbers by using the put extra method of intent object. Then we call the intent by using start activity of intent, which calls the resultant page that shows the result of sum of two numbers. So in the result page we have convert the some value which is being a text that is being converted into string object, and that is displayed on your text view by using result.setText of addition, where addition is the string object. So this is your output. So you get the two numbers and you click the add button, which opens the second activity called result, which shows the output of two numbers, say 100 plus 200 equal to 300 on a text view. So we have to add the respective activity, main activity and the result activity on your manifest XML file. So thank you.